Now, talking about the district, about the mix of uses, there are two kind of strategies that we're bringing forward here. First, it's the district sub-area. So Al really helped us understand, and when he talked about the business snapshot slide, really helped us understand that there is a variety and a diversity of businesses that exist over here, and they are thriving. This ecosystem of businesses is thriving. And what we realized is that we need to be thoughtful about how we look at what's existing here versus what's going to be here in future, and what's the happy medium for both to kind of thrive. In one, what you see over here in the district that we have called out in green, it's really the catalyst sub-area. It's where the bigger development, life sciences developments are being proposed, and it has larger parcels, so it lends itself to a lot more opportunities and flexibility. And it's definitely will have a very distinct and unique kind of character. Two, what we've called out here in the pink color here is the Gateway District. It's right next to the off-ramps from Holly Street, and it has, again, a mix of parcel sizes. It has hotels here, but there are a lot of other industrial businesses too. But it kind of makes us think that it is a gateway moment, and there's an opportunity for it to play a special role there. We're not kind of being enforcing or any thinking around uses as yet, but we want to recognize that it plays a role and a responsibility because it's at the gateway and has such a kind of a long segment along Industrial Boulevard. Three is the Core District, which is a whole lot of different businesses, like Al was pointing out. They are heavy industrial. Some of them are cabinet workshops, machine shops, and they are all important to the region. And how we think about them is important because they're medium-sized parcel. Again, they have some flexibility in what they might be able to lend themselves to in future. But at the same time, we want to make sure that the businesses that are doing are existing there, they have an opportunity to thrive too. So they'll have their own special and unique kind of character. And then lastly, the fourth district that we have identified, and which will be very different from all the other three, is because this area kind of flanking the southern edge of the greater East San Carlos neighborhood are much smaller parcels and along Terminal and Tanklage, and they have a real diversity of businesses. So there is an opportunity for us to be thoughtful about how do we continue to maintain some of that fine-grained character of that neighborhood, and whether we want to introduce a mix of uses or whether we want to kind of think about it as how things kind of coexist. We want to give it a special thought as we get into the project. We haven't kind of arrived at any clear strategies for each one, but we want to make sure that as we propose the character for this place, that there is recognition of what exists. And then the second mix of uses idea that you're seeing over here is really starting to see how we stitch and how we create that more connected framework for this place, which adds life and adds vibrancy to this place, not just for the users of this district and the adjacent neighborhood, but for the greater city of San Carlos. You can see here we picked up the downtown San Carlos Laurel Street activity in kind of pink lines here. They kind of show or tell you that the star edges, which have a lot of life and activity and a spill out from the ground floor with retails and restaurants. We want to kind of see how we build on that energy. And as you kind of get into the east side area through the Arroyo Avenue underpass, the foot traffic is kind of welcomed with more of that energy and offering along the ground floor. And then along Commercial, given its character over there, also has an opportunity to be anchored on the industrial segment with another kind of hub of active users, which could range from anything from cafes and restaurants to community amenities like dry cleaners or a child care facility, or have opportunities for other kind of gathering spaces for the community, and kind of have on the industrial road also call out this segment to have that special treatment and a burst of energy so that people see this as a place to go to and a place to kind of have a rich offering of all of these uses. And then this corporation yard here that we've called out, depending on where we end up with this idea, if it does lend itself to more of an open space, it could have also an offering of other community uses along this end. So kind of weaving it in with the more of a north-south discovery path kind of a connection, but also looking to stitch all of the existing fabric and the district with what's happening in its context, really looking at